Hello and welcome to the channel. Be sure to share, like, and comment down below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos on news and politics. Obama in panic mode after criminal list of his DOJ and FBI minions is released that shows what they all did. For Obama and Hillary, their time for their lawless antics will soon be over. It was an extremely stressful week for the crooked duo, where an 11-count indictment was handed down against one of Hillary's minions connected to her Uranium One scandal. Then on Wednesday, we learned that the federal judge will be releasing 1.2 million documents chronicling their crimes in what Judicial Watch is dubbing a tsunami of information. If that wasn't enough to send Obama and Hillary into cardiac arrest, the House Intel Committee has just released a memo detailing the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act by senior Justice Department and Federal Bureau of Investigations officials, where several committee members are dubbing the contents of this memo to be bigger than Watergate. Now, these swamp rats are likely crapping it their pants yet again after all this inclusive list of their deep state criminals has been just released to the public for all of America to see. As compiled by the Gateway Pundit, here is a list of corrupt, criminal, and treasonous operatives with the DOJ and the FBI who need to be brought to justice. Number 1 is Eric Holder. Now, Holder was AG during Obama's first term, and he therefore was AG not only during the Fast and Furious scandal, but many other corrupt activities that occurred during Obama's first term. He signed off on the Uranium One deal, where the Obama administration approved the sale of 20% of the U.S. uranium to Russia, while at the same time, no doubt, was involved in the cover-up of the FBI Director Robert Mueller's investigation into Russia, where the FBI knew as of November 2009 of criminal activities by Tenex, the U.S. affiliate of Russia's nuclear energy agency, Rosatom. Number 2 is Loretta Lynch. Obama's second corrupt AG oversaw the FBI and DOJ that set Hillary Clinton free during the email scandal over obvious criminal actions. A week later, Lynch met with Bill Clinton on the Arizona tarmac in a botched clandestine meeting before the election. After the Trump Number 3 on the list is Robert Mueller. Dirty cop and former FBI head Robert Mueller is the epitome of the deep state. As head of the FBI, he failed to prosecute anyone for Emailgate, Fast and Furious, Clinton Foundation, etc. He never recused himself as a special counsel in the Trump-Russia Foundation in the Trump-Russia farce, in spite of numerous conflicts of interest. His entire team is a group of deep state liberal corrupt attorneys and investigators. His investigation is a crime, as exemplified by the recent report that the Mueller team unlawfully obtained transition emails from the Trump team that were protected under attorney-client privilege. Mueller is also famous for his hand-delivering uranium to Russia on an airport tarmac for Hillary Clinton instruction. 4 is James Comey. Now, Mueller's partner in crime and protege led the FBI after Mueller's departure. He won a Deep State Award for Best Corrupt Actor when he led the Clinton email investigation, treated it as a special case, and then let Hillary off with no charges. His presentation for why she would let go was a masterpiece and showed he may also be a bit of a lunatic. He let Hillary go twice during the election in spite of obvious crimes to every American. Number 5 is Sally Yates, the acting AG when President Trump took over, who defied the president's immigration order and was fired for doing so. 6, Rod Rosenstein. Now, at Rosenstein's recent testimony in front of the House, he showed how truly creepy he is. He answered nothing and constantly sniffed his nose like a cocaine addict. He was involved in the Russia cover-up at the time of the sale of Uranium One, and he and Mueller had been accused of abusing secrecy powers and hiding information about the Trump investigation from Congress for months. 7, Andrew Weissman. Now, Weissman is one of the Trump haters on Mueller's team who praised Yates for defying President Trump's travel ban before being removed by Trump. The MSM praised her as well. Now, Mueller's selection of Weissman says it all. Weissman is famous for pushing charges against Arthur Anderson and Merrill Lynch in the 2000s that were eventually overturned by the Supreme Court 9-0, and the Appellate Court, a year later. Now, thousands lost their jobs because of Weissman's errors. He has served as general counsel at the FBI and as an assistant U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of New York. Weissman donated $2,300 to the Obama Victory Fund in 2008, $2,000 to the DNC in 2006, and at least $2,300 to the Clinton campaign in 2007. Number 8 is Andrew McCabe. FBI head after Comey was fired by President Trump. McCabe is in the middle of the scheme to overthrow the government. His wife ran for office in 2016, and her campaign received hundreds of thousands in Hillary-related campaign donations. At the same time, McCabe was involved in the Hillary email cover-up. In spite of this, McCabe didn't recuse himself from the Hillary investigation until a week before the 2016 election. His name was on the email involved in drafting Comey's exoneration of Clinton. The distribution list is all deep state. Number 9 is Peter Strzok. Now, nobody knew this crook's name until a few weeks ago. The lead inspector on the Clinton email scandal and Trump Russia farce. This guy had a God complex and thought that it was his mission to stop Trump and help Hillary. He's a crook in every sense of the word and should be in jail and tried for treason. Number 10 is Lisa Page. Now, Strzok's mistress at the DOJ, another Trump hater in the deep state. She is on the Mueller investigative team and on detail from the FBI's Office of the General Counsel, and a former trial attorney with the Criminal Division's Organization Crime and Gangs section. Investigated the Ukrainian oligarch Dmitry Firtash, a one-time business partner of former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort at the DOJ. 11 and 12, Bruce and Nellie Ohr. Now Bruce worked at the DOJ and she worked at Fusion, the company that slanders people for a living. Now her specialty was with Russia and Trump. This was all kept secret until recently. Number 13, James Baker, the FBI General Counsel, who was being reassigned by new FBI Director Christopher Wray following a leak investigation. 14 is Peter Kardzik. Now, Kardzik was a DOJ assistant attorney and was ousted as a mole for the Hillary Clinton campaign in an email released by WikiLeaks. 15 is Jeff Sessions, the biggest disappointment of the year. At first, one thought that Sessions was compromised, but now he appears to be a card-carrying member of the deep state. He did everything he could to create the Mueller investigation and has done nothing to address the many Obama and Hillary crimes. He must go. 16 is Chris Wray. Now, this is the current FBI director. Wray shows that he is part of the problem by allowing individuals like Baker and Strzok to move departments and McCabe to retire without being held accountable. 17, Aaron Rouse. Now, this is the head of the FBI investigation into the Las Vegas shootings and murder of 59 concertgoers, and he's a Comey appointee. The fact that we know so little and that the MSM is burying the story is proof of the more FBI corruption related to this incident. The entire Mueller investigative team, in addition to those listed above, below, are the others on the Mueller team. 18 is Rush Atkinson. This is an attorney on detail from the Criminal Division's fraud section at the Department of Justice, who donated $200 in 2016 to the Clintons. Now, Peter Carr is a DOJ spokesman under Barack Obama. Andrew Goldstein, a public corruption prosecutor on detail from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York. Now, he worked under the Trump basher Pret Bharara in the liberal New York Southern District. 21 is Adam Jed. 22, Elizabeth Prologer. 23 is James Quarles. 24, Janine Ray. 25, Brandon Van Grack. 26 is Aaron Zeebly. 27, Aaron Zelensky. 28 is Sanab Ahmad. And 29 is Michael Drabin. Now, that is the whole list of the deep state Now, he goes on to say that while Trump does everything in his power to drain the swamp, the task has been increasingly difficult as Obama and Hillary's minions are riddled throughout the White House, constantly doing the bidding of the previous administration and actively blocking federal investigations. But one federal judge is done playing around. Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton warns that this massive document dump will expose even more corruption from the deep state, warning that this tsunami information will be something Hillary and Obama won't be able to defend themselves against.